Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy. Hey, give me that energy. I need that energy.
And I love myself. You looking at me? What do you see? I love myself. And I love myself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back again with another episode of Above the Multiverse. I am Adrian Blest. That is
Avery Harden.
And I don't know why he's not talking, so let's ask him. Okay, Avery Harden, what's going on?
Man, dude, I haven't had so much fun in a movie theater in a really long time.
Love to hear it.
Bro,
Hear it.
Bro, before we get started, man, this
Wait, can
movie...
I say one thing? Can I say one thing before you even say it?
Go ahead.
If you guys are new to the channel, welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We do this. This is what we do. This is the main focus of the podcast.
Marvel.
We'll talk about other stuff, but when there's a Marvel event, we're the guys, okay? Also, when Avery and I go see a movie, if you're new to this, you don't know about this. Me and Avery been going to see all these Marvel movies opening day all the time.
I gotta put my hair out.
We don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like with the movie's happening, we'll say stuff to each other during the movie. As soon as the movie's over,
we run to our cars and try to get to the studio
as soon as possible. Today we were leaving and I looked back and Avery was gone, dude. I was like, all right.
Because we got out of the movie and then Dre went to the bathroom. I'm like on my phone and he comes out of the bathroom and it's a dude talking to him about Marvel and I'm like, let me just back up. And I just like kind of faded away a little bit and I was like, I'll just meet him at the car. F it. Like, I'm not about to get into this conversation because I want to talk about it here.
Yeah. So that's that. That's a setup.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, Avery and I haven't talked.
Yeah.
I'm very, very curious and interested to hear what he has to say about this movie. So
I just want to say, man,
the fact that you said that
dude,
is amazing.
everybody that's here, we appreciate y'all being here. Like he said, this is what we do. This is Marvel. This is what we built this podcast on, this platform to talk about what we like to do is watch Marvel. So now with that being said, I got a lot of things to say.
Yeah, go ahead. I have a lot of things to say too.
The first thing I want to say is, Anthony Mackie, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, dog. You held it down, my boy. That's what I'm gonna say. And then no spoilers. Yet. No spoilers yet. Yo, Captain America: Brave New World is the best Marvel movie since the Spider-Man No Way Home with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. This movie was one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen.
Damn, son.
One of the best. It's
you call me son? It's
like Infinity War. It's like Endgame. It's like Spider-Man, like Black Panther, and then right here, this is in fifth. This jumps to fifth. Yeah.
Damn.
Yes, man.
I love that.
This is so good because let me tell you guys why.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys why because we're gonna get into spoilers. But it felt like 2010 when we're just learning about a new character. Like this is new. This is the new Captain America. So they're giving us his story arc. Like that's so sick. It wasn't like oh here. Sorry, and now as the spoilers come in, it's not really a spoiler, but there's no major
major implications.
No. There's no major. What's the word? What's the word for when somebody comes into the movie that's not supposed to be
like cameos.
Yeah, there's no major cameos. So this was all about him, and he held it down, and they told the story perfectly. It was. I felt like I said, when I watched Iron Man for the first time, Captain America for the first time, it felt like that. It felt like, man, like we're building this up again. That's what it felt like. That was the perfect, like everything else. I feel like after Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland movie, the Spider-Man. I felt like they were trying to like capture like what was already happening. Mm-hmm. This was like, okay, we're starting from the bottom. We're gonna build up again. Damn. And I love that, bro. That felt good.
I love that.
That felt good in the movie. It felt so good watching it, and like it just felt like 2008 again when I watched Iron Man for the first time.
That's dope. Because I also had a lot of fun during this movie, and it's funny you say that because on that same point, you mentioned that how I ran into some dude in the bathroom. This dude, so many things to say. I don't even know where to begin. But when you're watching a Marvel movie, you know there's a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers every single time baffle me, dude. You leave right when the movie ends, and then they show like the mini credits, right, where like they're playing the song still, blah blah blah, and like it's like the nice credits with like the effects and everything.
Yeah.
And then that ends, and then people are like, okay, it's over, and then they leave too. So what's people left after that? This guy that I saw that he was there at the very end.
Oh yeah,
with us when we left. We stayed till the very very end of the credits because we knew that it was an end credit scene.
Yeah,
and it was worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we stayed. This guy I saw when we were leaving the theater. I saw that he was up there. Now this was like an older white gentleman that I was like, he looked like he owns guns. He had like a sweater with guns on it and stuff. And I was like,
definitely a Huntington Beach guy.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, damn. I'm very curious. I was washing my hands next to him, and I was like, damn. I'm very curious to ask this guy what he thought because I want to know if he liked it or not. Because one, it's a Captain America, but it's a black Captain America. Yeah. It's a new storyline. It's I had fun. I liked it, but I wanted to know what he thought. And you know what he said, bro? He was like, I think this is one of the best. This is like right up there with Winter Soldier for me. Yeah. He said this is like one of the best movies I've seen from Marvel, and I was like, I did not expect that at all. Yeah. And then he started telling me about like, oh, I'm curious to hear what the others are, which we'll get into the others and like all this stuff. Like, what is that? And then I'm like, damn, you know your. And then he mentioned like some stuff that I was like, oh, you know your stuff. Like, you know exactly what you're talking about. And he's like, yeah, I'm a nerd, bro. I'm like, oh, whoa, like, well, yeah, us too. I was so excited. So that was sick. That was sick as we were leaving the movie theater. But yes, dude, I had so much fun, and I think I get jaded by it because I'm just like I'm in it, and I know me. I love everything, and I especially like Marvel stuff. So regardless of if it's bad or good, some people might think it's bad. I still think it's good, right? Because I like that stuff. This is made for me. Like this is my thing.
It's crazy because I will give the audience, the Marvel audience, some leeway when it comes to stuff because I will give them after No Way Home. I will give them a lot of the movies weren't the best. I still love them, but I get that it wasn't the best.
Same.
Now, like
so
I said,
because of that, I feel like my judgment's off.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like, maybe like I think this was a good movie, but maybe people are gonna be like, oh, this actually sucked, or oh, I hated it, blah blah. Which there's already stuff on the internet about people saying they don't like it, but
really,
it's the same people that don't like everything. So it's just like it's just a common thing.
Not this one. Like I could get when you were talking about Miss Marvel, or you could talk about Miss
Marvel's
the Marvels. I could get it. Like I love those movies, but I get where you're coming from. Yeah. But like not this one. I don't know. I don't know the hate. I can't see the hate with this one. There's no hate because even me, bro. Like I started this podcast talking about I'm sorry to Anthony Mackie because I was like hating on him for being Captain America, obviously for other reasons. We talk about like freaking 8 Mile, but like I was hating on him for being Captain America. But this movie like solidified him to be the new Captain America, and it was like a perfect transition. To be honest with you, like Falcon and Winter Soldier was just like like
it was good, but it wasn't.
It was like you kind of foisting it on us, whatever. But this one shows like it was like perfect when like my questions got answered with the whole like. He's not taking freaking serum, and how is he doing what he's doing? Yes. Like everything was answered, and it was like it was perfect, man. I don't know. Hey, you haters on this movie? Like I get the previous Marvel movies, I get it, but this movie, Captain America: Brave New World, Black Cap, you are tripping, brother. Yes. You are tripping. Yes. This joint hit. This one's at this. I give it 10 and 10. I give it 10-10.
Really?
Yes, I give it 10-10. I'm sorry. We're going to start it off. Yeah.
I'll give it a 9-10 out of 10, but I bump it up to a 10 out of 10 because of Red Hulk.
10-10, man.
But listen. I love the fucking movie. I loved it. I had so much fun. But like I said, I think my picker's off sometimes when it comes to these movies. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just me.
Not me.
But I'm really excited for other people to see it and tell me what they think. And I hope you guys watch it. And this is what we do, right? We're going to start off real easy. Butter you in. Give you guys some
your buns.
Yeah, butter your buns and pause. Whoa. And just let you know what we thought about the movie overall, right? Great fucking movie. But let's get into this fucking spoilers. I want to talk about this movie. So if you haven't seen it,
turn this off.
I don't care.
And go
do something else.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch.
It's Valentine's Day. Yeah. Ultimately, you got a date.
Yeah.
This is a perfect date movie. It's not really a perfect date movie, but it would be a cool date movie if you want to go.
Yeah, it's not a date
it's
movie
not
at
a date
all.
movie at all.
There's no.
Your girl's not gonna love it, but maybe she might. I don't know.
But yeah, man, I can't stress this enough because we were supposed to go see it yesterday, and there were people talking about it on Instagram, and I had to like get off of the Instagram or get off the TikTok. So I want to stress this to you right now. If you want to watch this movie and don't want spoilers, please turn us off because we don't want to be those guys to spoil it for you. So with that being said,
everything moving forward, we are spoiling shit. Okay, so yeah, okay.
We shouldn't put a premiere because I feel like if somebody drops in, they're gonna definitely get spoiled. Maybe we gotta put like a
on the bottom of the thing. I'll put
spoiler, yeah,
something like that in red with red Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about stuff. Okay. Now, first thing I want to talk about real quick because you kind of just mentioned this about how the internet and stuff. Well, you were trying to avoid spoilers. I was trying to avoid spoilers as well, but I was scrolling through and IGN, who I followed, they did a review and they gave it a score, and I was like, fuck.
What was their score?
They gave it a 5 out of 10.
What?
Yes. And the audience reviews have been I think the audience or the critics reviews is like a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, no way, dude.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Oh my.
So that was a big thing that I was like, fuck. And I didn't want to say anything to Avery because I knew Avery hadn't seen anything, but I was just like, yeah. But I saw that and I was like, fuck, I hope this movie doesn't suck, man. But dude, it was good, dude. I loved it. And that's my whole point of this whole thing is like, man, there's so many people out on the internet and they're going to be like, oh, well, it wasn't this or it wasn't that. It wasn't a good. Like, I don't know what you guys want from a movie anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, I feel like the bar has been set so high with Infinity War and Endgame that people are stupid. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm not sorry. No, it's true though. That's
it's
the
like,
thing.
Bro, it's you know what? It's perfect. Perfect example. Let me tell you guys this. When when we went to the movies, we were watching the previews and I told Drew, I was like, bro, I'm hyped, dog. Like, I'm hyped. And I told him I'm hyped because I have no expectations. Like, I have to this movie, and this is a spoiler, I guess. This movie had no implications of everything that passed. Like, if it did, it's wrapping up stuff with the antimadium, whatever that's called. But like, it has nothing to do with like I wasn't expecting freaking Hulk to come in. Like, I was like. Everybody maybe else would have thought, but like I was like, nah, this is Cap's movie. This is his movie. This is gonna center around him. I had no implications of cameos from big people. Like there was a couple times when I was like, is it gonna be like okay, since we're spoiling stuff, like the end fight scene when. I mean, Captain America. Oh, yeah, he was getting work. He was getting work. Yeah.
And I was like, he's going to die, dude. So, like, who's going to stop him? And I thought, like, oh, Captain Marvel or Sentry or fucking Incredible Hulk Bruce Banner, like, shows up and then he fights him. But you're right. It's a Captain America movie, and he figured it the fuck out, and he did it, dude. And so I was like, although I was anticipating, like, a big cameo at that moment, I was like, oh, like, who's going to stop him? Because he just got his ass beat. He figured it out. I was satisfied with it.
I feel like that might be in the back of people's minds when they're reviewing it. It's like, bro, separate what they were doing before. I had to do that myself because we got spoiled a little bit. Like we kind of like went through. We went through like we were in the middle of like when Marvel got really popular. It became like people jumped in the middle low key, and like at that time it was like, okay, this is connected to this, and this is connected to this, connected to this, which Marvel sucks. They shouldn't do that every single time, which I'm glad they didn't really do that this ending. Sorry, spoilers. They did, but it wasn't like major. It wasn't like major, like freaking the Marvels where they do the X-Men thing. Like that was stupid to do.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I have a theory that we'll talk about, and I think it seems stupid, but I think it's all gonna work out. I have an idea.
But the thing is, when you do that, you're setting it up like it was back in the day. Like back in the day,
like you're gonna see it immediately.
Yeah, like with the Thanos thing, it's like Thanos showed up back in the day, and it was like implications of he's gonna do something, and now like the Infinity Stones and all that stuff, it's like, oh, okay, like it connects. That connects. Like you're doing X-Men, and it's like, bro, we're so far from X-Men.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do that now?
Or even like the Kang thing, like the Kang at the end where they showed like the Council of Kangs, and then you're like, but then now Jonathan Major got fired, and it's just like, okay, so is that ever happening? Hercules.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
Those things
so
are obviously.
It's like a lot of things are Marvel's fault, and I feel like people have to separate it and just watch the movie, and that's what I did today. And it was a phenomenal movie. I separated. I didn't expect this to be connected to anything.
Yeah.
I knew that the Animanium, the Celestial, was in the thing, and they were gonna fight over it. But I didn't. My brain wasn't like, oh, an Eternal's gonna come down, or Hulk's gonna help. That wasn't it. It was just like it's a surface level. They're what you guys call it? Ground level.
Yeah, like grounded, more grounded.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Anyways,
I get what you're saying though. Like you're perfect on it. And you're completely on it. And that's the thing is like I understand why people might hate on this movie, but it's fine. I loved it and it was fucking great. Now, real quick on a little side note too, because I want to address this. Look at the merch that we got from this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like this is how you know that this movie was special, right? Dude, look at this fucking popcorn bucket that I paid a lot of money for. This is sick, dude. And then the cup, and then Avery, he had to go with the Anthony Mackie cup. He had to represent. He had to,
I have to do an apology run for Anthony Mackie, bro.
We'll clip all the times that you talk shit about him, and then be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry for this. And then you're like talking shit.
Yeah,
his name was Clarence.
Your name is no longer Clarence, man. Your name is Cap, bro.
Yeah, dude, he killed it in this movie. So let's get into the movie then. So I think going into the movie, I was a little like, okay, like there's some parts in the beginning that I'm like, okay, this a little corny. Some parts, like his fighting scenes, I was like, I kept thinking to myself, like, I like Anthony Mackie as Captain America, but it doesn't hit the same because Captain America is so dope because he's so strong, dude. You never know the limit of his power when it comes to stuff. You're just like blown away every single time. And so in Captain America, like Winter Soldier, for example, there's parts where he kicks someone and they fly across the room, and I'm like, that's fucking sick. Where the fighting on some parts in the beginning, at least, I was like, okay, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, he's kind of like, he's beating him up, but like, I watch UFC, like, I know that, you know what I mean? Like, dudes could take that punch, like, I don't know, like, you kicked him in the chest, and, like, he went, like, he knocked out, like, nah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but, so some of those parts kind of threw me out of it, but I mean, it was still sick.
In the beginning, he was getting worked by that big dude, pause.
Yeah,
pause.
Whoa.
But that big soldier was, like, smoking him.
Yeah, he was. And
so like, me personally, I'm like, watching the movie, I'm like, yo, this dude didn't take the serum. Like they're humanizing him for sure,
which is cool, and I appreciate that. I think that's dope. Although I would have taken the serum, I
for sure would have taken the serum.
I wish he would have taken the serum because imagine how dope he would be if he had the serum too. Because his upgrades on his suit in this movie are fucking insane.
Yeah,
dude. His suit. Like, I also kept thinking that during the movie, why aren't you just wearing the suit all the time?
Yeah.
I would wear that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Spider-Man's suit, it's so much. I feel like it breathes a little bit. It's a little bit easier. His suit's a little more bulky and has like stuff on it, so I get it. But at the same time, that's what I genuinely in the movie I'm thinking this. I'm like, why is he wearing his suit underneath his other suit? Like his normal clothes, but then when you're sitting down, imagine like sitting down on a bus or like sitting down in the car, and then like your back has like the red wing and stuff on it and stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a little inconvenient, but at the same time, I would still wear the suit all the time. I just would never wear anything else. I would just be wearing that all the time because fuck it, you know.
I mean, yeah.
I
mean, everybody knows you're Captain America, anyways.
Which also, let's point that out. I thought that was a really cool, sick part about this movie is, dude, there's perks to being Captain America. Like, he goes to the bar and he orders drinks, and they're like, hey, it's on the house, bro. He walks by people, they're like, hey, what's up, Cap? Like, that part is sick.
I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool setup with Marvel. Thank you for doing that, because you're giving us, like I said, I felt like it was the beginning of an era, because like you showed, like, okay, from Falcon and Winter Soldier, where he couldn't get a freaking loan because he was black.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, bro, I saved you guys, but he couldn't get a loan. To now that, you know, people are kind of like
hooking him up with stuff.
So I think that's dope, and everybody
kind of earned like his Captain America.
Yeah, and everybody respects him, and I thought that was a cool like tab. That's what I'm saying. Like I get fascinated with the story. So like the story that they were telling was like, okay, Falcon and Winter Soldier, they played him like for sure. Like He saved the world. Literally, he was in Endgame fighting Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, not him fighting Thanos, but Thanos and his team. Like, and he couldn't get a loan. You know what I mean? So to jump from him not getting a loan to now that everybody's kind of respecting him, soldiers are like, yo, this Cap, I'll do this for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I think that was
when
sick.
when he went to go see Isaiah Bradley and
Yeah.
like the guy let him in, even though it ended up being like a work, but it's still, I was like, oh, that's sick that he's like, hey, you know, I can get fired for this, and he's like, but your Cap, I got you. Go ahead. So it's I think that whole aspect of it was really sick. So setting up that world and stuff was sick. Now, okay, getting to the movie. It was very Winter Soldier-esque, right? Where it's like you're trying to figure out like what's going on, and there was some weird direction, I guess, like cinematic choices that I was like, oh, that's kind of a weird shot. But so some things like kind of took me out of it, but that was only the very like maybe 15 minutes of the movie. And then once I started getting into it, and I was really into it, and by the end I was like sold and hooked and fucking like, this is amazing. Right?
Yeah.
Especially the action scenes. The action scenes are incredible, dude. I like some of the best action I've seen. I loved it, and I love his suit, the way that he uses his suit, like everything. The shield, dude. The shield looks so fucking sick in this movie.
Yeah.
Like there's a scene where when they're walking in the like, and it's kind of like nighttime, and he pulls out when he pulls out the freaking the shield out of the Hummer trunk, like the front of the Hummer, he pulls out the shield, and like the way that it looked, it was just like the perfect red with the perfect blue, and it shined, like it was so sick, dude. I was like, damn, like they really made, because the big thing about this is it's Captain America's shield. It's so iconic, dude, and he gave that, like Steve Rogers gave that shield to him. So when you see it on there, you're just like, damn, that's sick. Like that's a nice ass shield. I get it. I get what's going on. And he beat the fuck out of people with it, which is cool too. Yeah. Like he definitely uses that a lot. So
I mean, he has to, bro. He has that serum.
Yeah.
He needs all the Wakanda vibranium that he can get.
Now, on the Wakanda vibranium stuff, dude, his suit, his wings, oh my god, dude, it's so sick. I mean, the things that he did in this movie
they basically
were so
saved his life, to be honest with you.
Like I kind of want to break down the movie like in order, but at the same time, I just want to get to the part where, like, okay, I'm just gonna say this: when he's fighting the Red Hulk, okay, when Red Hulk finally comes into the movie, which is towards the end, and you know, if you're watching this, I hope, like I said, we hope you saw it already. So when Red Hulk comes in, at first I was kind of like, I wish there was more Red Hulk in this movie, but it's fine. It's cool. I liked it.
I like how they teased it, to be honest.
They did tease it, and like there's a part where he almost turns into the Red Hulk, and you see his eyes and stuff, and that was pretty fucking sick when he's on the ship.
That was dope.
But when he's fighting Red Hulk, dude, there's a part where he's like, he uses the wings to like shield himself, and he has the shield, and he's just like, the Hulk's just beating the fuck out of his suit, and that part was crazy, dude. And this is the first time, I'll say this too about any Marvel movie. This is the first time that I legitimately had like a jump scare where I was like, whoa, what? Like it legitimately scared me, bro. There's a part where he's fighting because I think the one thing that fascinates me about the Hulk, and like obviously like he's my favorite character ever created, right? He's scary as fuck. If the Hulk existed, it is literally the most terrifying thing ever. He's so fast, he's so strong, he's unstoppable. He just is aggressive and angry and rage and wants to kill every single thing in front of him. He's insane, dude. So like parts where, like in the first Avengers movie, when they like unleashed him and he's on the helicarrier or whatever, and he's like running through the fucking stuff like fast, chasing after Black Widow, and he's just breaking everything. That part like scared me. I'm like, whoa, dude! If the Hulk was running at you, you're done. Yeah. Like you're done. Like there's nothing you could do.
For sure, legit. Right? I mean, right? Yeah. I mean, this movie, freaking Sam Wilson was freaking flying. And this fool jumps, and he's like right behind him. Yeah, bro, like he's right behind him. Which is
the power of this guy is insane. So the Hulk is sick now, but there's a part where they're fighting, and I don't know if it's like when he's like beating him up, and then you're like, damn, like he's getting his ass beat, but he finally gets away for a second, and you're like, okay, he's gonna get away, and right when you think he's away, like the Hulk rips his wing or something, and like looks, he's like right in his face, and that part I was like, whoa, like I actually jumped back scared because I was like, that was fucking scary, dude. Like that scared the shit out of me because I thought Hulk was gonna be like far away from him.
I think he punched
I think he was gonna be like far away from him, and then he was right there in front of you, and I was like, whoa, shit. Like I jumped back. That scared me.
Yeah.
But it just puts into perspective how scary the Hulk is and like how scary this battle is, and the fact that Sam's going up against this guy with no powers,
with no powers
and just like the sickest suit ever. But still,
shout out to his suit, man. Shout out to Wakanda, man.
Yeah, the Wakanda.
That's the only way he survived that suit. But yeah, I mean, we could go back a little bit because I in my opinion, man, I feel like the stakes are high. Like obviously it's a Captain America movie and like Cap can't die, but like we just gotta say this. I just gotta say
die.
Huh?
He could die.
I mean, well, it's his movie, so they wouldn't kill him off. But we just gotta say this real quick. Gus Fring, I don't know his real name.
Gustavo.
But Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad. What an actor. And he was a side actor, bro. He absolutely killed his villain part.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculously killed his villain part.
Sidewinder.
Like, he's a side character in this movie. And, like, bro, they got one of the he's a cool actor. I like him. And, like, the stakes were high with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that time where he pulled up on Cap and just straight up shot up his car.
Yeah, that part was scary, too.
Blew his car up. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, stay tuned for the confirmed kill right
now.
Yeah, like,
it's like, bro, like I don't know. I feel like the acting in this movie was probably some of the top tier in Marvel, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, him and Isaiah Bradley, the guy who played
Isaiah
Bradley.
And
Anthony
Mexican
Mackie.
dude.
Oh yeah,
Mexican dude
Joaquin
was dope.
Torres was good too. Like,
yeah, Mexican dude was
all the
dope.
acting was pretty good in this movie.
So yeah, man.
Obviously, Harrison Ford is like, I mean, come on. I mean, he was so believable. Although I did have a hard time like separating the fact that like. I wish it was. I kept thinking, like, could I picture the other guy doing the things that Harrison Ford's doing, like the part where he's like talking to the press and stuff as president. I was like,
nah, dude. You know what's crazy? Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like, R.I.P. to that guy, but I feel like Harrison Ford, he just looks like angry at like the other dude. Like he looked annoyed, angry.
Yeah.
Like Harrison Ford looked like he looked like rage, you know what I mean? So like I think you know, unfortunately he passed away, but like I think
did a good job
this is the good. But anyways, yeah, man, I felt like the stakes are high in this movie, in my opinion, like rather than any other movie, because it's like what happened, like Joaquin, what's his name? Joaquin Torres. Like I thought he died. You know what I'm saying? Like
I thought so too. I was like, I mean, yeah, it makes sense to kill this character off.
Yeah,
like, that's
exactly.
Someone that you can
like, and then,
you get us excited about, and then he just dies.
And then,
and it would really affect like Anthony Mackie. Like it would be a good storyline if he died.
That's what I'm saying. And then Bradley. Yeah. I mean, not Bradley. Isaiah Bradley. Isaiah Bradley. Like I thought they were gonna kill him off too. Yeah. Like you know what I mean? Like he's very powerful. He's a super soldier. Like he's in the way. Like. You know,
the one thing I kept thinking,
I feel like the stakes were high
because they were like, "Oh, he's in prison with a possible death sentence and stuff," and I was like, "Good luck trying to kill him." Like, you don't think they've tried to kill? You don't think they've, like, he was experimented on for 30 years. You don't think they were trying to see how, like, the limit of what they can do to him?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they like. It's like on The Boys. Remember when they were testing Homelander? Like, they were doing a bunch of stuff on Homelander to see like. Can he die? Like they were burning him. They were trying to figure out what weaknesses they could do when they were creating him. So I feel like it's the same thing with Isaiah Bradley. Like, good luck trying to kill him. Like, okay, he's one of the original super soldiers. You're not gonna be able to kill him, but whatever. So that was cool though. But I Isaiah Bradley's part was sick, and I think like the human aspects of this movie was really good too. Like just the little banter between like him and Isaiah Bradley, or like him and Joaquin Torres, and like them three when they were in the limo. Like that part was dope. Like you could tell they just had like fun shooting those parts, right? Which I really enjoyed those things, and it seemed real. Like there was a bunch of parts where we laughed out loud. I feel like during this movie, just from their banter, like little stuff that they said. Yeah, shout out to the OG, man. They had Isaiah Bradley, like he was legit like an old head. Yeah. And I think that was super dope. Like that dynamic of like Isaiah Bradley, the old head, and then you got Anthony Mackie, who's like, Sam Wilson, who's like the middle, and then you got Joaquin Torres is like he's the young kid that's just excited to be there. Yeah. I think that dynamic was really, really dope. Dude. Yeah, where he's like, "Oh, you want me to airdrop it to you? You know what airdrop is?" Yeah. You know, like stuff like that. Yeah. Like that was funny. Like even he's like, "Oh, like when a little funny part that I thought was so good, but." I feel like no one really is going to pay attention to or care about it, but the part where he removes the plastic off his phone. Oh, yeah. He's like, I wanted the plastic on. And I wanted that there. You know? Like, that's a little funny part, but it's just funny. He's like, you want me to make the text bigger for you? So, you know, man. It's like little stuff like that was funny. Dude, I can't stress enough. I really like this movie. I'm not going to lie. I definitely am on a movie high, so my rating might change. I said 10-10, but it might change. But it definitely was one of the top
movies that I've seen in
this
Marvel,
new phase,
bro.
in
Like
the new phase of
legit, bro.
Marvel,
Like
yeah.
it was. I really had a good time in the movie, and like I said, man, if I don't know if we're going in order, but dude, that Hulk versus Captain America fight was one of the craziest fights I've ever seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, for
and it's like,
sure,
and the craziest
dude.
thing is, like, it's like he is human, so like he wasn't really fighting, he was surviving.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that's a different aspect of
that's
of
a great point.
of the thing. Like he was like trying to survive.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, that's that's putting it perfectly, dude. I didn't even think about that, but that's so perfect. Yeah, and there was not one point where he was like, "All right, let's go." Well, there was, but like he just got his ass beat, and then he's like, and then he's literally just trying to avoid getting killed.
And the thing I was talking about was stakes. Like the stakes were high. Like we talking about the whole movie. Or not the whole movie, but like it was a big part of the movie where Bucky pulled up and he was talking to Cap and he was like, "Man, I should have just got the serum." And that was like a big moment. So now from that conversation to now he's fighting the Hulk. He's like, "Dang, I should have took the serum." And now he's in trouble. Like the stakes are really high. And my brain is like, this is the end of the movie. He can die. Yeah. Like, what if he, like, that was the only time in my brain that I was like, okay, maybe somebody would come. I didn't think so, but I was like, if Cap dies right here, like who could come to aid, or do the leader fight, or I don't know. That my brain was like, Sam could die right now because he didn't take. He was talking about the serum and he didn't take the serum, and at the time he was like, "Dang, Bucky's stupid. I should have took the serum." Yeah. And it's like maybe those are his last words before he dies because he was getting smacked up, bro.
That was one of the. I think. I like one thing is Spider-Man always gets his ass beat and stuff, right? Where he's almost about to die, but this one I was like, oh, he like he's gonna lose. Like someone has to come. And you know what's funny? Just on a little side note, we're also watching the Spider-Man show on Disney Plus, and I don't know if you guys watched this last episode or whatever, but kind of a spoiler. But when he fights Scorpion, when he fights Scorpion, I legit was like, oh, he's gonna die, and maybe this is like there's another version of Spider-Man out there that's gonna replace him because he's gonna die. Yeah. Like I was like, who's gonna come help him right now? Because like there's literally. I
was gonna talk about that. The stakes are high in that too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Where it's like this is different from like Miss Marvel, the Marvels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the stakes are very high, and it feels high. It doesn't feel like they can survive this. Like it's like
even politically the stakes are high too, because it's like there's like about to be a World War III over Tiamat. Right? Like there's like the whole storyline of like the leader, which we haven't even talked about the leader yet, but like kind of a little bit. But the leader like manipulating everyone to kind of just prove a point that Thaddeus Ross sucks. Like like that was his whole thing. He's like, I'm gonna start World War III because this guy I don't like him.
Side note, man, when it comes to these superhero movies, it's I know they're just fictional, but it's like, bro, like. The dude saves you, bro. Just let him out. Like, what do you do? Like,
because he knew how dangerous he was. I think it's like, but the leader is kind of psycho.
Yeah, lucky. I mean, lucky. But like, it could have been that whole thing could have been avoided.
They made him look ugly as fuck, dude.
The leader is scary, bro.
Yeah, he is scary. Like
he looks wild.
Made a choice. Yeah, I wish because in the comics and stuff, like he has a big green head, but he's like a good looking kind of still big green headed dude. This one they made him like a freak, dude. Like he like in the comics and stuff, he has like a goatee all cleaned up and his has his hair like all perfect and he's cleaned up in the comics. But this one it's just like a deformed monster with like one eye like cataract over, and he's like and his head looks crazy and like his eyes glow green when he's like in the dark. He was pretty scary looking, dude. I did not expect that. I was expecting more of the comic book leader. So when I saw that, I was like, whoa, okay, they made a choice with this guy. They made him like really fucking scary looking. Yeah. Which is cool. I thought it was cool because I mean, at the end of the day, he's a villain. But another big thing I wanted to point out about the villain in this movie and about the leader is one of the big criticisms that Marvel has had in the past is them killing villains, right? For example, Gore the God Butcher, like they kill him. Right, or Thanos, yeah, but like I'm trying to think of who else. There's been other villains where like they die. What
movie?
Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger.
Yeah.
Like they kill Killmonger. Yeah. Like they should have put him in jail because now that he's dead, it's like he can't come back. Which I guess we're in the multiverse, so he can technically come back. But I like that they didn't kill the leader.
Yeah,
like they just put him in jail and. he's gonna come back.
Yeah,
like, there's
for
things
sure.
like that's like why Batman is so crazy and the story can keep going on and on and on because Batman never kills anybody. He just puts them in jail and then they always break out
Yeah.
and then he has another whole battle with them, right? So like that's what I like about like that's superhero movies, right? That's superhero comic book stories. That's the thing. So I like that they didn't just kill the leader.
Which that's not like why I was thinking about that today. It was like that's not my vibe. Like I'm like I would be a bad superhero.
Yeah.
When you think about Sam Wilson, it's like he's like no, don't kill him, or like even Invincible. Like Invincible just kill somebody. Actually,
let's talk about Invincible. Too. We'll talk about that.
He just kills somebody, but it's like he's like no, we don't kill, and it's like. These niggas are bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like Joker. You gotta kill this nigga, bruh.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why Batman is keeping this nigga alive. You know what I mean? Like so, like that's my vibe. Is like I'm on the if the dude is bad and killing millions and millions of people, he has to die.
Yeah.
But I get like it's a fictional thing and it's drama that you need to keep going. But yeah, I'm definitely if we ever have a superhero, I'm gonna be an advocate for like. That nigga is bad. Kill him. Kill him. Like if we get a super villain somewhere, some way, bro, kill that nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you don't kill him, he get out. He kills me. I'm gonna be mad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's like, but I get what you're saying. Like yeah, keep him alive for the story to keep progressing.
Yeah. I like that. So yeah, but the fucking movie was good, man. Like the Serpent Society stuff was cool. Like the fight scenes. Now. The other big scene that was amazing was the flight scene, like when they're fighting, when they're at Tiamat, when they finally get to Tiamat, Celestial Island as they call it. Yeah. They get there.
And also,
go ahead.
I definitely want to talk about this, bro. We've been doing this podcast for 2 years. 2 years. I think our maybe like 10th podcast was like Eternals. Mm-hmm. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And from that point. That thing was stuck in there, and no one talked about it.
Yeah.
No one. Now, we've come to the day. I'm not saying that I wanted it, anything, but I'm saying, like, we come to it, and now it's a battle over the actual Celestial.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about because I feel like we need a little bit more explanation because, like, what are we battling over? That thing is huge.
Yeah.
Like I don't get what we're battling over. Everybody can eat off of that.
Yeah, but that's like the same thing with any like country or like stuff like Puerto Rico. Like
no, it's literally.
You know what I mean, it's like the size of fucking Puerto Rico.
No,
like,
Tiamat is the size of a planet. So like you could dig and still have leftovers.
That's true.
So like I don't like that's what I'm saying. We gotta really.
Well, they're trying to make a treaty, but that's like that's human nature, right?
I feel like we really gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
Like. In the actual like grounded version, because I feel like the grounded version is the only one that's probably gonna be wild about it, because everybody else they don't care about Tiamat. They probably got advanced technology, but like it's like we gotta talk about that. Like if we're gonna be here on the grounded level, we're trying to take Tiamat. Everybody can eat on Earth, and y'all can save the Earth from dangers with Tiamat.
Yeah,
work together.
But I mean, in the wrong hands. Like, you don't want every country to have it, and you don't want any country to have it, and you don't want anybody to have access to those resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. And then ultimately, like, he's trying, like, President Ross, give him credit, I guess. He's at least trying to make a treaty with Japan to, like, okay, we both own this, and we both get resources from it, and we'll control it. But when things start going a little bit sour because of what the leader's doing, right, and like kind of making everyone go butt heads about it, there's a part where I think we both like lit up during that part where he's like, if only one country is going to control it, it's gonna be us.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
it was very Trump-esque.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, we go do it.
Yeah,
nobody else.
But
nigga.
it also makes sense. So I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, if we're gonna let, if one person's gonna have it, it should be us. So fuck
yeah. I mean, I want to say Trump. That's just an American thing.
Yeah,
honestly.
It's an American thing.
Yeah,
it was very American. It was very American. Like I was like, yep,
we're gonna take it, and nobody's gonna take it from us. But anyways, yeah.
I guess it's cool to be American.
I think the introduction to Celestial being was so dope. The Celestial Island, like we finally got an answer nobody was talking about it. Now they're talking about it,
And they didn't even really scratch the surface of it because they mentioned that they had built labs and they were doing stuff inside of Tiamat and like mining it, and they were able to mine adamantium, right? So I feel like that's like they didn't really show us that, but they kind of alluded to it, and they talked about like they showed blueprints, I think, of like a schematic of them inside of Tiamat. Whoa, pause. But they did, and then obviously like the beginning is there's a package that is being stolen by the Serpent Society. It all connects once you get to the end. Like at first too, that I was kind of confused on what was happening and where everything was at, but at the end it all ties together, right? And you know they had taken the adamantium, and so we'll see what kind of applications that has. Obviously, we know as comic book fans and Marvel fans, I guess, you know that Wolverine, his body is laced with, like, his bones are laced with adamantium. That's why he has the metal fucking things, right? And he's like undestructible. So we know that that's coming, and we know that X-Men is coming. So we know that eventually we're gonna get Wolverine, a new Wolverine probably, not
616.
yeah, 616 born Wolverine.
Yeah.
Through this stuff, because we know that the mutants are coming and it's happening in the main Marvel universe that we've been watching.
Yeah, but
So,
I still think that what's name is gonna happen though.
What?
What New Rockstar said, Eric Voss. I think they're gonna kill this universe off.
Oh yeah. Well, I think okay.
over.
So let's talk about this then, because this is a big thing. When it comes to the multiverse stuff, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, and I want to bring this point up. You're saying, oh, like we got like Hercules, but we never saw him, right? Or like the X-Men from Captain Marvel or the Marvels, and we never really saw them, right? But what I think is happening, and I think I was thinking about this as a Marvel producer, I guess, in an aspect, or as an artist, right? If I'm painting something and I'm putting some stuff over here, and I'm putting some stuff over here, and I'm putting some stuff over here, you're going to be like, this is an ugly painting, like, because what are you doing? But I'm not done with the painting yet. This, I promise you, all these things here, they're going to connect, and then when you're going to see the big picture, you're going to be like, oh, wow, that was beautiful. I didn't see it at first, but now I see it. I feel like that's kind of what's happening with Marvel. And although it has been kind of shitty in some people's opinions, and people are not loving everything that's happening, and it's not connecting the way that we want to, I think it will connect. Because, think about the comics. Think about what happens, right? Like, we're seeing the Deadpool Wolverine universe over here and things happening over there. We're seeing the Marvels and like this other universe that she got sucked into where there's X-Men over there. We're also seeing in Doctor Strange another universe where there's the Illuminati and they have their own people. And then there's all these different universes that we've been seeing, and it all seems separate right now, and we're all kind of frustrated because we want things to tie together. But Doctor Doom, or the universe is dying, the multiverse is dying. Incursions are happening. Realities are crashing into each other. When realities crash into each other, they either both die or you have to kill the other one so this one survives, right? And that's the ultimate dilemma of what's happening in Marvel. And we're seeing all these universes and everything happening. I think it's starting to crash in on each other. And Doctor Doom, what he does is he basically takes parts of every universe that's happening and creates Battle World, and it becomes one planet with all these different things from this universe, from that universe, from this universe, and it's all on one planet. And that's how we move forward in the MCU. Right? So I think that's what's happening right now. Is like we're seeing, we're going to see Fantastic Four. They're going to be in their own universe. We're seeing the X-Men. They're in their own universe. We're seeing all these different things, but I think at the end, it's all going to come tie together. There's going to be one giant fucking battle where everyone, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Deadpool, Wolverine, Spider-Man, the Illuminati, all these different teams and characters, the Eternals, everyone's there in this big battle where they're battling probably against other versions of themselves or another universe or whatever. But then it's going to be all resolved, and it's going to be one new battle planet or new Earth that is all these Earths put together, salvaged. And ultimately, although Doctor Doom kind of started this, he's also our savior because he fixed it. He gave us a new planet, although he probably is going to cause a lot of damage and kill a lot of people. Okay. In that essence, right?
So
we're getting there. I think the bigger picture hasn't been built yet, and people are frustrated because they're seeing this over here and that over there and this over there and that over there, but it will all tie together. I promise, it's all going to tie together. Okay.
All right. I mean, well, we'll see, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna say I lost hope, but I'm just like kind of like whatever with the multiverse or whatever is gonna happen. I'm now watching these movies and these shows as just whatever. Like Spider-Man, I'm watching it like I don't really care for the next thing. I'm just like I'm watching this,
and just enjoying it. Yeah.
So like the same thing with Captain America. I just watched it and I'm like I'm just watching this. Like, yeah, the post-credit scene was like, hey, the others are coming. It's just like, all right, yeah, but like I'm not really like gonna be like, oh, well, what was it? I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
like,
you don't get yourself too hyped up, and I get it. Trust me, I'm the same way. But let's talk about the post-credit scene because there is something happening, and what is happening is what he said.
Dre's doing it right now. He's doing it.
I know,
He's
but I know
it.
because I know I don't know, but I know. I feel like I know, and I don't know obviously, but I know. All right, I'm not the leader, but I can see the probabilities. I'm calculating them in my head. Okay, he said he processed all the possibilities, and he said you think you're the only world trying to like protect yourself, like you're not, which is ultimately what happens in Secret Wars in the comics. Is like there's incursions. This world is about this planet of Earth where in this version of Earth only the Fantastic Four exists. Well, in this planet of the Earth only the X-Men exist, and they're gonna crash into each other, and either both of them are gonna die, or they're gonna one of them has to survive.
Remember they said,
and that's what he's talking about.
Remember they said, dang, I hate to do this, but whatever, it is what it is. They said that Steve is coming back, Steve Rogers.
Yeah, for sure.
So
there's gonna be another universe
where Steve, and then it's like he's gonna be like, you're the Captain America. No, you're not the Captain America. I'm the Captain America.
No, he's gonna be like, I'm Captain Hydra, bro.
He's
Captain
the
Hydra. I'm evil. They're gonna be like, oh, Steve Rogers is here. Thank God. Like we appreciate it. And he's like, Hail Hydra, and just fucking like he pulls up his shield and it doesn't have America on it. It has like the Hydra logo on it. Like that's what's gonna happen. And we're gonna see all this stuff. And
what are we 10 years from that?
Probably I don't know, 5 years. But I mean, the Russo brothers are already signed. They're signed on. We know the Russo brothers are gonna do it, and I trust in the Russo brothers like I trust in God. Okay, so
we have so what's happening next is we got Thunderbolts, which I feel like is another grounded. It's not going to give us really anything.
Okay, on this before you get into that, because I think this is a big part of the movie too that I was excited about. Was right. We mentioned that there wasn't any big cameos or anything, but there was. And if you're a real fan, like this was a big cameo to you, and it made so much sense, and I loved it so much. Is Winter Soldier popping up right when Joaquin Torres gets like blown up by the bomb, and you think he's gonna die, and then Sam Wilson is in the hospital with him, and he's looking at Joaquin Torres like his body and all this stuff, and you're just like fuck, he got fucked up, right? But he's in there, and he's like, hey man, this is a private room, no visitors, and then it's fucking Bucky, dude, Captain or the fucking Winter Soldier,
which was okay. So when we say cameos, like that was a slick cameo, and it wasn't like a oh my god cameo. It was like a dude, yes, like
it was like that's dope. I was happy for it. I was like, yes, it makes so much sense because they did this whole show together, dude. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was good. It wasn't the best show ever, but I liked it. It was fun, and I love their banter together, and I love them two together as like friends and characters. Yeah, and I think it's so sick. So the fact that he's coming in there,
and I didn't expect that.
Yeah, you don't. I didn't expect it at all. I didn't expect it at all. But it was very nice to see, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they're friends. Like it's dope. This is sick. Like, and he would come. He would come and support him.
Because he's about to have this other movie.
Yeah, exactly. And my point exactly why I brought this up is. You're seeing, in the trailers for Thunderbolts, they show Bucky in a suit, and you're like, why is he in a suit? And he's at a Congress stuff, right? Why is he in Congress? Well, he's running for Congress, and they set it up in this movie to set up for Thunderbolts.
Which that's slick.
Because if he would have just been like a Congressperson in the Thunderbolts, you would have been like, what? Where did that come from? Yeah. But they kind of alluded to him becoming good and trying to be better in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now in Captain America: Brave New World, we're seeing him saying, yeah, man, I have to like clean it up. Like I have speech writers who are writing for me because I'm running for Congress. I have to go to this fundraiser, which I don't even want to do, but I'm trying to do right by the people and blah 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 blah. And now we're gonna see in Thunderbolts that he is a congressperson and what this means and what kind of power he has, and and if he's gonna even be able to do it while still being a fucking assassin who was previously brainwashed and killed hundreds of people. So
crazy.
We'll see. But that was a cool twist, and I was excited for that. And I was like, damn, hell yeah, bro. I was super excited for that, and it sets up Thunderbolts.
Yeah, which is that? I mean, like I said, it's another grounded movie that I'm excited for, but I'm not like expecting much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think listen, the moral of the story for me to anybody that is watching these movies is don't expect much. Like go in with low expectations, so you come out with high expectations.
Don't think that things are gonna connect, but when they do, give us a little inkling of connection. Like even like this, right? The Spider-Man shit. I know you're talking about. We're talking about the Disney Plus Spider-Man that's out right now. That's going. What is it called again? Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's dope. I don't expect anything from it. It's its own little world. It's its own little show. But this last episode had Thunderbolt Ross in it, and we know Captain America's coming out where Thunderbolt Ross is the main character in the movie. So that was cool to me. Like that little thing, although like people are probably not paying attention or catching it unless you're a super fan like us. Like I watched it and I was like, oh, Captain America comes out this week and he's in it and he's in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing him on both. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, so that was dope.
I don't think there's a connection, but
There is no connection. But the fact that they showed, I feel like they had to know.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
they released
For
it.
sure.
They released it
because
the
there
week
was. I
of.
mean, you could have done the Sokovia Accords
the same
without
week.
him.
Yeah, the same week they talked about the Sokovia Accords, and like it's a big thing, a big topic. Like it's in this movie and it's in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Thunderbolt Ross is in both. So that was sick. And man, yeah, I don't know. Like, can I talk about this real quick too before we get into like the next things that are coming up? Because I still want to talk about this movie a little bit more. When the Red Hulk happens, dude, it was fucking amazing, and he's so scary.
Oh, wait.
And he's so
Before
strong.
you say that, let's talk about the teaser. The teaser was so good.
Oh, when he's on the boat?
Yeah, that was so
when
like
he's like getting him,
because
the
it was
leader's
bro,
talking to him on the phone.
Yes, and we
Yeah,
talk about
that part was
stakes.
sick.
The stakes were high. He was in there with a bunch of people. He could have killed
And
so
you
many
know,
people.
yeah, if you know the implications of what the Hulk is and how powerful he is, and you know that him on a ship is not a good idea.
He would have destroyed that ship
yeah,
and killed everybody in it.
Yeah, exactly. He would have killed everyone.
So I think the stakes were high. Before we talk about him actually coming out, pause. But when Sam Wilson and Joaquin are fighting to try to stop this whole like freaking war from happening, the leader is like on the phone with this fool, and he's like, "You gotta come out to who you really are."
Yeah. Baiting him, trying to get him to turn into the Red Hulk.
And like he's getting upset and like kind of like turning a little bit, and like you're like, I mean, for me personally, I'm like, yo, this is it, dog.
Yeah, I was like, this is bad. This is bad.
Like, this is
it.
Not
good,
and it's like, it's just a high stakes. Like it was like, oh, if this happens, like he's gonna rip everybody apart. Like it's not like just gonna start a war. They're gonna blame him for America now. Like, and it's like America, and you know what I mean? I feel like,
and let's talk about this.
There's a lot of stuff that would have been bad. Go ahead.
No, you're right. And I think, but this is also, it's crazy. Let's talk about this. The whole thing of Thaddeus Ross becoming Red Hulk is also a crazy thing too, because let's look back at the history of Thaddeus Ross and all this stuff, right?
He hates the Hulk.
He hates the Hulk, bro. he ultimately, his original project that got this whole thing started was they were trying to he wanted super soldiers in the army. He's a general. He wanted Captain America, and Captain America can't be controlled because Captain America is Steve Rogers. He's his own person. He was trying to replicate that. He got his daughter's boyfriend, who happened to be a gamma radiation scientist, to work on a super soldier serum, and he, Bruce Banner decided to test it on himself because he didn't want to test it on anybody else because he didn't want that power in anybody else's hands. Yeah. Tested on himself. He created the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Now, he created the Hulk. Thunderbolt Ross, his whole thing is like, that was my technology that you were working on. The government owns the Hulk. That's the whole concept of the Hulk and Thaddeus Ross and this whole thing, right? Is he was working on the government's money, on Thaddeus Ross, on Thunderbolt Ross's dime and ideas of like, hey, you need to create this thing. Ross feels like it's his, like he owns that idea. But because the Hulk can't be controlled and he took it from him, that's why he sent the whole, like he even says it, I sent the whole army after the Hulk, right? Because ultimately he feels like he owns the Hulk and he deserves that power. But he also hates it because he hates him because he's like, he took that thing away from him, right? So he has this like bitter disdain towards the Hulk as a person and as a thing and as a being. So how smart is it that the leader. Like that was a big part too, because right when we were buying our popcorn buckets, there was a guy behind us who was like, I don't know what he was saying. He was saying some stupid shit, but he was like,
yeah, he's like,
oh no, he was
you guys got kids with you?
Yeah,
It's like,
you got kids with you. Like you're going
like,
to see. Hey, shut up, bro. Shut up. I don't care. Avery said it right when we were doing. He's like, bro, we're the kids, man. We want to see.
Yeah, it's like our inner child, bro. Like we've been kids watching like Marvel movies, bro. Like or Marvel like TV and you know what I mean. Like
look at my fucking look at this.
like,
I'm a kid. I don't care.
Yeah.
So that, but he also said he was like
he went to watch the movie too.
Yeah.
So what do you like? I don't know.
Mind you, at 9 in the morning on a Friday when it comes out, you're a fan too, bro. You're trying
so
to
anybody that is on here trying to bag about like us being Marvel nerds, bro, like it doesn't matter, bro. Like we all have an inner child that's trying to do something. Even people that watch like sports, like it's like you have an inner child that you're, you know.
That older guy, that guy that I talked to after the movie, like it has to be in his like in his mid 50s, and he's going to see this movie by himself, you know. And he even told me, he was like, man, I'm excited to see what happens after this. He's like, I'm about to go to Barnes and Noble right now and grab some like Marvel Marvel books to see what's gonna happen next. Man. And I was like, dude, that's the life I want to live. This guy's probably retired or whatever, and he's going to see a Marvel movie by himself in the morning. So going to Barnes and Noble to see. But real quick.
All in all, love what you love.
Yeah. But he said. To get back to my original point about Thaddeus Ross and all that stuff, he said like, "Oh, I thought the Hulk was supposed to be green. Why is he red?" And I'm like, "That's what we're gonna find out.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the whole point of this movie." Like he said that he's like, "Why is he red? I thought he was supposed to be green." I'm like, "Yeah, that's." And I remember when the guy making the popcorn, when the guy said that, he was like, "I thought he was supposed to be green," and I was like, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna find out." That's the whole point of the movie. The guy started laughing who was making the popcorn.
Yeah?
He was cracking up. I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's what we're doing." But
I felt like he was probably trying to make
the reason, I don't know. He was trying. I don't know. I saw him also talking to the ticket lady and stuff, so I don't know. He's just a talkative guy. But that's that whole thing too. The whole thing of me saying that is like, yeah, this movie is to say like, is for us to figure out how he became the Red Hulk and why is he the Red Hulk, right? We know he's gonna be Red Hulk. We know he's in this movie, but how does it happen? And I think that it's cool that the leader, his way of kind of like punishing Thaddeus Ross is turning him into the thing that he kind of hates the most, right? Is the Hulk. Like he's turning him into it slowly too. Like I was assuming that Thaddeus Ross, it was his idea to become the Red Hulk, and he wanted to become the Hulk, and like I thought that's what it was gonna be. But the fact
I thought that too, honestly.
But the fact that the leader, like he used the leader to cure him from dying, but slowly he was poisoning him with like Bruce Banner's blood and gamma radiation to turn him into the thing that he hated the most, which is the Hulk. And so now he's like the monster that he doesn't want to, that he was trying to control. And that whole layer of it, I don't think a lot of people are going to think about and catch, but that was also very exciting to me. Like, damn, dude, the leader's really fucked up for doing this to him. Like secretly poisoning him and turning him into the Red Hulk. And when he does finally, I think he's starting to notice that he's becoming powerful and stronger. And the part where he smashes the table and he's just angry at that point. But then when he's on the ship, like you said, when he's on the ship and he starts like almost turning and you see his eyes and his face like starting to shift and everything, I was like, oh, dude, this is scary. And he doesn't even realize how powerful he's about to be. Yeah, I kind of think I wish it would have shown him almost reflecting on like, fuck, dude, like, what's happening to me. I wish it would have showed that a little bit more. That would have been cool. But ultimately when at the final moment where he finally becomes Red Hulk and he's at the press junket and he's talking to the press and he's up there and they're trying to take him away and they're like, no, you got to leave. And then he's like, and he just turns into the Hulk, bro. That was so scary. And when they first show him, like when he pops up and he's like, rah, and they show him, that looks so sick. Yeah. The CGI on it looks so good, and I was like, "Whoa, dude, this is the Hulk." Yeah. It was sick, man. Yeah. It wasn't fucking Professor Hulk. It wasn't Smart Hulk. It was the Hulk, dude. It was scary, and I even thought about that too while I was watching it because one of the biggest complaints about Marvel from Hulk fans like me is that you guys have dumbed down the Hulk and you guys took away the biggest thing that we love about the Hulk is that he's a fucking scary ass angry rage monster that destroys everything. And now you guys made him like this soft, nice character, which is I guess part of the comic books, but like no one loves that part of the Hulk, dude. Like we don't want to see more of that. We don't want to see more Professor Hulk. We want to see more of Age of Ultron Hulk where he destroys everything and they're trying to stop him, right? That's why it was like it was like the Hulk again.
Yeah.
Even though it's a different Hulk and a different version of Hulk and it's Red Hulk and blah blah blah, it was still. I was like, oh, dude, it was so sick.
The
to
crazy,
see it.
the crazy part too. I feel like they're gonna use him.
Oh yeah, yes. Another thing too, like they were able to talk him down pretty easily. I mean, in the beginning, like he tried. There was a part where
with the cherry blossom.
Yeah, he was like, "Don't you want to? I'll walk your daughter with the cherry blossom stuff." And I think he like throws the car at him. And he's like, "Okay, that's not gonna work, right?"
Yeah.
So, but he ultimately was able to talk him down, and it worked out, right? Because he does have a love in his Betty. Just like it's kind of crazy because the Red Hulk and Green Hulk both are able to be talked down by Betty. Ultimately, she has the ultimate power because Betty's his ex-girlfriend. Even though they in the modern MCU stuff that we've seen without Edward Norton, right? It's Black Widow.
Yeah.
It's like they kind of replaced Betty with Black Widow.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if he saw Betty again, I'm pretty sure he would still like, even though it's a different actor in the storyline in the movie, he would have seen Betty and been like, oh shit. So she has the power to ultimately calm down both of them.
Yeah.
So she's very valuable too. And they brought Liv Tyler back for this role. So
which I didn't think they were gonna do because of the phone call.
Yeah, the phone call sounded bad. I was like, they just cut this from like something else.
I thought it was. I mean, when I was listening, I was like, did they not just get her? Why did they just get her?
But I knew they did because she was at the red carpet premiere.
Okay,
so I knew she was in it.
But yeah, man. I mean, dude.
But yeah, really good shit.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it, and I love the Red Hulk, and I can't wait to see it again. And I just want to, even if I just get to see just the parts with Red Hulk.
This is the thing with Marvel that I will say. I feel like they will give you guys Red Hulk versus Banner. I feel like they're gonna give you that to you guys for sure. That's gonna. I don't know when, but I know that will come.
I know that
will come.
Will be the greatest day of my life. When I saw, up there with like, okay, like you guys don't know, but let me tell you about something real quick. I've been a Hulk fan, super Hulk fan forever. Before these movies were even coming out, I was a huge Hulk fan. I had been collecting stuff for a long time. Okay, when Hulk was like live action, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. I love the Hulk. One of the biggest things that I wanted to see was the Hulkbuster. Right? And which is the suit that Iron Man makes. And I saw it in the comics and I was like, dude, if they ever make that live action, I'll lose my fucking mind. That Godzilla vs. King Kong, when I was a little kid, I loved Godzilla, I love King Kong, and I was like, if they ever make a live action Godzilla vs. King Kong, that's gonna be one of the best days of my life. When I saw that and when I saw Hulkbuster, those moments are iconic for me. Big monumental moments in my life where I'm like, this is something I grew up watching that I've loved, and I'm seeing it live action here for a $3 million production value, like insane. So that is one of those things. The last one that I need to see, well, two, Hulk versus Red Hulk. If I see that live action, my mind will be fucking blown, dude. I would love that, because think about the Hulkbuster versus the Hulk fight scene. That's one of the best fight scenes in all of Marvel. Anything.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, that part's so sick, dude. It's so sick. So him versus Red Hulk will be amazing, but also I need to see Maestro too. The Maestro.
Which one is that one?
Maestro. It's when the Hulk is like in his reality, which I think I'm pretty sure during Secret Wars or whatever, Doomsday, it's gonna happen.
Banner's gonna be this?
There's an alternate version where Hulk outlives everyone and becomes like the ruler. He kills all the Avengers and he becomes the ruler of the planet, and he just like rules over everything, and he's like old, kind of like what we just saw in Immortal, or with the Invincible, right? In Invincible, how the Immortal, like he's just old, and like that's what happens to the Hulk.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's old and he's just like at the end of time, and he's just a fucking killer monster with a beard, and like he's crazy, and he's the smartest person in the world.
Yeah, is he like Smart Hulk, or is he like Rage?
He's like the best of the Smart Hulk and the best of the Rage Hulk. Like he's
okay.
evil, he's crazy and evil and scary and will kill anyone, but he's also smart and rules the planet. So that's sick too. If I get to see Maestro one day, that'd be amazing. Which we'll get. That's like way down the line. So, but maybe it happens in this phase of things that are happening. But yeah, man, sorry, my like face hurts from talking so much. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm like boring you, but this is my passion. This is my.
This is what we made the podcast for.
This is why the podcast exists, because I need an outlet to speak these thoughts out into the world.
So so I love the movie. The movie was great. Captain America is gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a perfect like
Shit, dude. Fucking this shit right here.
them
Red
fighting.
Hulk versus Green Hulk.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a perfect it's a perfect start to the new whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? And I feel like Sam Wilson will hold it down. Anthony Mackie can hold it down for the next 5-6 years.
Anthony Mackie, the one thing about him that is like a good one of the big things that he does well that is up to par with Steve Rogers is his ability to lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
His like inspirational kind of stuff, because you have to think, and they've been setting this up for a long time, and this is why Marvel's great, and you guys want to hate, but this is why Marvel's great, and that's why I'm a rapper, okay? Look, who inspired Steve Rogers when he was at his lowest? Fucking Sam Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
He was one who kind of saved Steve Rogers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rogers comes out of the ice. He's been frozen for 100 years. He's like depressed. He doesn't really have a connection with anybody, and the one person he connects with is Sam, right? And Sam kind of helps build him back up and become like okay with going forward. He takes him to like meetings, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the man. So that's why he ultimately passed the shield to Sam Wilson, because he knew his ability to lead and do all the things that Captain America needs to do. It's not just fighting. It's not just being the symbol. It's being the inspiration. And I think that was a big point of this movie.
Yeah,
right.
Especially at the end.
At the end, when he's talking to Joaquin Torres, he said,
which was phenomenal acting, by the way, both of them.
Yeah, that was.
They really did.
That was a great scene. That was his Oscar moment, where I thought about that when Sam Wilson was Anthony Mackie was talking to Joaquin Torres, and he was saying his little speech. I was like, this is his acting moment.
Joaquin too, though.
Yeah, Joaquin killed it.
Yeah, they both, man. That was a really powerful scene, to be honest. But yeah, go ahead and continue what you're gonna say.
But like that's what he was saying. He was saying, I saw these people like the Avengers and stuff, but I looked up to you, Falcon, because because it seems that the point he was trying to make, I think, was like you seem more like achievable, like it's like you're me, right? Yeah. You're not I'm not a superhero. I'm not this. I'm not that. I don't have powers. I don't have magic. Like you're just a dude who has integrity and works hard, and you did it, and you're the Captain America, and that's why I looked up to you, right? Yeah. So I thought that was fucking cool, and it's just great, dude. Yeah. It's really good. Anthony Mackie.
If you haven't seen it, and you're this far, man, thanks for. We're not over. The podcast isn't over, but I'm saying, if you haven't seen this movie and you're this far, man, I'm glad that you stay with us. Sorry if we spoil stuff, but man, just go see it. Don't take our word for it. Go see this movie.
Go see it, man. I want to go see it again. Honestly,
it's really good. I enjoyed it, man. It was fun. It was really.
I hope
fun.
It makes a lot of money, and I hope it's successful, and I hope that they. I hope that they get the praise they deserve. Yeah. I hope they get the praise. I hope there's not too many haters.
Nah, that's a fact.
There's gonna be haters, but
there's gonna be a lot of haters.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of haters, but it's okay. We love it. We love it, guys, and that's what it's made for us.
We're the target audience.
Yeah. So I don't care.
We're the target. We paid. How much? I don't know how much we paid for this.
I mean, yeah, we paid quite a lot. But also,
so we're the target. That's what I'm saying. We're the target artists. We are paying for the movies.
But
making it for us.
Technically, I want to give a shout out to you guys, because technically you pay for it. Well, not you specifically, but we have a movie fund.
Oh yes.
On our Cash App.
Yeah, dang.
Our Cash App. We have a Cash App, Above the Multiverse Cash App, and you could donate to it to help us buy tickets to go see movies. We did a sponsored ad, and we had enough money.
Yeah, I forgot about that, dude.
We had some donations, and we had a sponsored ad, and we bought our tickits with that money, and that's how we went to go see it. So.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that. So we did a sponsor ad probably like 3 months ago.
It was like 3 episodes.
Okay,
ago.
Well, it was a minute ago, and that sponsored ad basically paid for us to go see this movie. To be honest, so yes, we have a movie fund. If you are here and you wanna donate to it,
$2 in there.
literally $1. Honestly, like it doesn't matter. But we have it's in the description. I think it's like Above the Multiverse on Cash App. Do we have a Venmo?
Nah, just Cash App.
Just Cash App. Okay, yeah.
But you guys can Cash App us if you wanted to throw some money in there. Because the next movie we're gonna go see is Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, which is in May. May.
No.
March. May.
March or.
May. It's in May. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in May.
Because July is Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So.
And Superman.
Yeah. Whew.
But yeah, guys, great movie. Yeah. I can't say enough about it. It's great. I loved it. I really
I
did
loved
love
it,
I really
man.
did love it.
I had a great time.
It was
dude.
really fun.
I don't care what nobody says, to be honest. Like
I really
want to
watch. I really want to watch the scenes again with. Oh, can I just say one more thing about when he was fighting the Hulk, dude, and he realized that he can pierce him with his wings, and the way that he ends up beating him at the end, like, if we're deep into spoilers. I'm gonna spoil like the biggest part of the movie, but when he's fighting Hulk and he's getting his ass beat, and I was like, dude, there's no way he can beat him. He rips off his wing. He's about to kill him, dude. He has him like he literally is going to kill him.
Yeah.
And I was like, someone's gonna come save him. Someone's gotta come save him. And he has all the energy from the Wakandans, like from the vibranium wings, powered up in his wing, his one wing that he has left, and he stabs him with it, and then unleashes the power of the wing from like all the energy saved up, and it's like the biggest explosion and knocks out the Hulk. And I was like, dude, that was so sick. And
he gets right
but
back
he's
up.
like, I hope I knocked that motherfucker out, basically. And then the Hulk just gets right back up, and it's like, yep, that's the Hulk, man.
Yeah,
that's
he gets
the
right back
fucking
up,
Hulk. I
like,
love
bro,
it.
like
yeah, like nothing to see. He's
literally
like
nothing
with cars,
is,
and he just throws
nothing
the
can
car off
stop.
him.
Which you know is crazy.
So crazy.
Just a super side note, but it's not a side note, but it's connected. That just happened, right? And this is a point to Dree's like beef with Marvel. Is that just happened and he got up from it, right? Remember when Hulk got pieced up by Thanos and wanted to quit?
Yeah.
That's messed up, bro. Like,
so annoying.
It's like he doesn't die. He should have just got back with him, because Thanos did beat him up. But like
which shouldn't have happened.
If Hulk is what Hulk is, like he shouldn't have lost that like quick. And he was like, come on, and he's like, no, like he didn't want to come back out. Like it's like, bro, fight, nigga.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Like you Hulk, nigga.
Yeah, the Hulk wouldn't be like, oh man, I got embarrassed. I don't want to fight again. Like he would be like, we're not ending the fight until I win.
Yeah.
I am the strongest of all time. I am the Hulk. I am the most powerful thing ever, and I will prove it to you. If you beat me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep going back even stronger and more. That's why it pisses me off.
Which I feel like after watching this and seeing this Hulk, I've seen the other Hulks, obviously, but like after seeing this Hulk, he's like a fresh born new Hulk, right? And it's like, if this Hulk can do that, like Banner could have beat up freaking Thanos, but I feel like it was just they did that for the movie.
Yeah, and also it was interesting how they did this Hulk
what did
too.
I say? I feel like Hulk could have beat Thanos. That's what I meant to say.
Of course he should have.
Hulk could have beat Thanos.
He should have been in there fighting. It shouldn't have been smart Hulk.
I said Thanos beat Hulk. My bad.
But it is what it is. The one thing I did was kind of weird about this Hulk, which it's different, and I don't know how it's gonna play out later on. But this Hulk, he was able to be like, sorry for the lack of a better word, but penetrated by like knives and swords, right?
Whoa.
So like, the fact that he was able to cut him, I was like, okay. I don't think
that's not supposed to happen.
I mean,
but these are.
I guess I don't know.
These are vibranium though.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true because Wolverine is able to like stab him and stuff, and he bleeds, but I think he heals up pretty fast. But I don't know. I was like, oh, like he's able to get stabbed. Another thing that I was curious if they were gonna do or not, and it seems like they didn't. Is this Hulk? The angrier he gets, and the Hulk gets bigger and stronger as he gets angrier. This one he irradiates heat, like he radiates heat. Oh, so true. Like sometimes when he's like punching or doing stuff, like things are catching on fire around him because he's so like hot from the energy.
He did do that when he hit the car. Remember, he punched. Oh, I mean, it could have been the gas tank.
Yeah, he just punched the gas tank and made it explode. Yeah. But like when he steps, like things catch on fire. Like when he was on that's why you kind of saw it a little bit when he goes like that and his hand starts changing. Yeah. Like you saw there's like embers around it, like fire. Yeah. Like that's ultimately what is happening. Like he does like they kind of showed it. So I hope they kind of explore it later on maybe, but we'll see. But that was sick too. I hope that happens.
Yeah, man. All right. All in all, man, dude, I enjoyed the movie, bro. It was a great movie, man.
Great movie, guys.
And it was
like the review too. That was a lot. We talked a lot about it, but it was worth it. This is like we said. This is what the podcast is intended for. Yeah. And this is what it's always been. It's just that we haven't had a good Marvel movie in a while, so we haven't been able to talk about anything like this. But we're still gonna give you other reviews about other things. Which let's talk about a little. I want to kind of segue before we head out here. There's a couple more things I want to talk about. One. Invincible might be the best show ever made.
It is.
Invincible,
We already
established
this.
this.
Yeah.
I know, but
We already established
because The
this.
Boys comes out and they're like, this is the best show, and then but dude, Invincible is so good. I was trying to explain it to my girlfriend and trying to explain what just happened because I was blown away by this last episode of Invincible.
Yeah, no, it was great.
When he like just the whole, dude, it was so much. I was trying to tell Kat because the gravity of how when he kills Immortal and that moment and his feelings afterwards and the way they depict everything. And then him just trying to go back to normal life after killing the Immortal and going back. It's like that whole thing. I was trying to explain it to Kat, and I'm like, oh, well, you have to see. There's these Viltrumites, right? And then they have a planet, and so I had to go so far back to explain everything.
Oh, she hasn't been watching with you.
No, she hasn't been watching with me.
Oh man, see the thing is that's what we talked about the other day. Is like it's so many damn storylines, bro.
And every storyline is so good.
We
talked about it.
It was like they took the Declaration of Independence. Why did they do that?
Yes.
And then now, bro,
It
they
all
like
makes sense.
it's a whole nother freaking thing. Which that's why I love Invincible, bro. Is because they have so many damn storylines. And it's like, oh, shoot, I forgot about this. Okay, that's what we're on. Which I'm going to be honest, this is the first time in Invincible history that I was like, okay, why didn't they just go back to talk to, they had the time machine. So then why did they just go back and take Mark back to.
Because when they went back to get the Declaration of Independence because there was a rumor that the ink from it was able to poison Immortal.
Yeah, but
so they went back just for that. They didn't know about Mark.
Oh.
But when they went to go steal the Declaration of Independence, they saw him fighting, and they were like, "Oh, maybe he'll be able to stop him."
Yeah. Okay.
Right,
okay.
and that's why they do it. And they didn't know about Mark yet because they're young. They're young, so like they didn't. They were born under the rule of Immortal. They weren't born when. So I think in that future, Mark took over the planet and then he left it to Immortal, right?
Yeah.
That's like the whole concept of it. So they didn't really know about Mark.
Damn, that's
But when
crazy.
they went back and that's why the writing is so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good. They like think of everything.
Crazy enough too is because when the part where he's like, they have to give him the clothes, and like it's just it's gonna be a constant loop.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that part was crazy. He was like, "Wait, I just grabbed my own clothes." Like
I look depressed. Why I look depressed?
Yeah, why do I look sad? And then you're
He's like, "Don't think about it."
Yeah. And then later on, you see why, and he does it, and it all makes sense, dude. Oh, it's such good writing. It was amazing. And I was shocked when it was Immortal. I was like, "Oh fuck, dude."
Bro, I had so many. I thought it was him. I thought it was gonna be his little brother. I thought it was gonna be
Battle Beast, which we end up getting Battle Beast later, but I thought it was gonna be Battle Beast, and I'm like, because let's be real, out of all the people that Mark's fought and all the things that he's been up against, Battle Beast is probably the scariest one.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's fucking crazy. Yeah. He like wants to kill. He
wants
to fight both.
Which he's free still right now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be great.
When Mark, mind you, the alien, Alan the alien,
it's so cool,
dope,
bro.
So dope.
Shout out to Seth Rogen, bro.
Seth Rogen.
Oh my
this
god,
might be his best role ever.
No,
dude.
facts, dude. Like it's so sick and it's so like, bro. Like I don't even understand how whoever casted it is like that was such a alley-oop.
Yeah.
Like
he's a producer on it.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's a producer.
Okay, because that's like perfect, dude.
Yeah.
He's such a perfect role for that,
it's
dude.
Fucking crazy, dude.
So yeah, go ahead. What you gonna say?
But no, yeah. I mean, the part where the whole storyline that they did, because we brought this up right in this last episode. When they stole the Declaration of Independence, we mentioned that we're like, I know that's gonna come back later.
Yeah.
And then it comes back later this episode. They do that whole storyline where he has to go kill Immortal, all this stuff, and then it kind of ends, and I'm like, oh,
literally,
there was still like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, literally, I didn't even look at that. I was like watching it, just interested, and it was like, it ended where they were about to smash him and his girl was about to smash, and then the credit scene. I mean, not the credit scene. The credit comes. Credit comes out. I think
credits,
directed, whatever.
Yeah, it was like the credits.
And it was
which
like
they always do. They always give like a little credits, and then they show like a after part.
the post credit scene. So I was like, damn, dude, that's it. And then it went to Alan. I was like, all right, well, at least you get the post credit scene. I didn't look at the time.
Yeah,
I didn't
look
at
at
the
a
time.
whole 15-minute post credit scene.
And I was like, wait, this is going really long. And then I looked and I was like, oh shoot, there's a lot more left, bro.
There's a lot.
Which I was hyped because I was like, oh, okay, so we about to really get into it with this.
And that whole scene, whole scene was sick with Alan, dude. The whole scene, like it went from being Invincible show to Alan show, right? And then that's where it was. It was like half Invincible show.
It's Alan the alien. His
own
was
show.
Dope.
And so that whole part was sick, where he finally he the Viltrumites come, they're fighting. Like he basically almost sacrifices himself for Nolan to be saved. And then when he's trying to figure out, like he's trying to fight the alien dudes, and he unleashes Battle Beasts, dude. That part, because I in the back of my mind have always thought about Battle Beasts because he's so fucking scary and so strong and fucked up Viltrumites. Like he's strong enough to fight them. Yeah. And wants to kill them, wants to fight them. Everyone's scared of them, and he's like looking for them.
Which theory? I mean, I don't know how many people watch it. I think he's gonna be on the squad.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be on the squad for sure.
Yeah.
We get to kill Viltrumites? Oh yes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be hype. He's gonna be hype. So I think they're gonna find him. It's gonna be him, Alan Alien, Nolan, Invincible, and the little brother.
Kid Omni.
And then obviously he said the dad said the big reveal. It's only 50 left.
That was a crazy reveal, dude. Yes, that was a crazy reveal because
he's like, they're not coming.
In my mind, I was thinking there's hella Viltrumites and they're all strong and they're like gonna be crazy. But he kind of at the very end says like, yeah, our biggest secret is that there's only 50 pure-blooded Viltrumites left. Yeah, and they're the strongest ones. So he's like, we have a chance to beat them. Yeah. I'm thinking there's thousands of them, so there's no way that you're gonna.
I thought it was like a planet of it.
Yeah, I thought there was a whole planet left too, but it seems like there's not. Yeah. So what is also crazy? He said pure-blooded Viltrumites, so that means that there might be other half-blood,
which I feel will be on their squad.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
Which is so dope, man. I do. Invincible's so sick.
It's such a good fucking storyline, dude.
It's like amazing. A good watch, man. It's like fun.
And he looks so sick with the blue and black suit. Yeah. It's so much cooler. I was thinking of, because we watched this. Also, on another side note, Spider-Man is getting really good, dude. Spider-Man show on Disney Plus is getting really good, and Dr. Octopus is sick. And freaking Scorpion was scary.
Yeah, Scorpion beat everybody.
Beat the shit out of. I mean, he stabbed Peter Parker. Yeah. He stabbed him, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna die? Yeah. Dude? Like, and I really thought he was gonna die. Yeah. And I was like, someone has to come save. I was in my head watching it, like thinking, like, dude, someone has to come save him. Like, who is it gonna be that's gonna protect him? Like, there's no one. Maybe because Iron Man showed up in another episode. I was thinking maybe Doctor Strange shows up. Someone like big comes to save him. And then
I'm not gonna lie, I thought
Green Goblin.
I thought he was gonna come as
Green Goblin. I thought so too. Yeah. I thought so
but
too.
Bro,
which would have been crazy.
Also, I was like, dog, like that nigga just let this nigga die. Like that was like a bit, like it was intense.
Well, he thought he beat him.
That was intense.
Yeah.
That was very intense. Where he was like, Mr. Osborn, Mr. Osborn, and the nigga's just doing whatever he's doing. He's like, and
took out his headphones.
Beat the hell up, bro.
Dude, he was
so yeah, man. I mean, bro, This show is phenomenal, bro. I mean, man, we getting spoiled right now.
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with Tombstone and just everything, dude. This show's good. Yeah, it's
and it's on episode 8. So I wonder how far they're going.
That's probably only 2 more episodes, I would assume. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. I think next week we get the last ones until another season, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna get.
Yeah, season. for sure.
That show's really good.
Yeah,
it's grown on me a lot.
Nah, for real, because I really went in when I first watched it. I was like, all right, whatever. Literally first 2 episodes, I was like, I'll watch it, but it wasn't like I wasn't interested until like the 3rd episode. The 3rd episode got me.
When he fought Daredevil.
Oh yeah,
shit was sick.
Yeah, that was dope too.
That was so sick.
That
fighting scene between them two was so cool, dude. My god.
Which they're playing with us again. Pause.
Yeah.
Is because Daredevil's coming out.
Daredevil's coming up soon. Yep. Dude, I'm telling you, like that's what I'm saying. This show is setting things up. Like people don't think it's connected, and it's not connected in a sense, but there's little things that they're doing that you're like, oh, Daredevil's coming up, and Daredevil's in it.
Just don't watch it too try to connect it. Just watch it.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
That's how I do it. I'm just enjoying it.
It's a fun show.
I see it like I see Daredevil, and I'm like, I don't expect anything to happen in Daredevil with Spider-Man. Just like whatever.
Oh, can I point out another thing that real quick that because we're getting on that point, we're getting Daredevil soon, and we know that William Fisk, aka the Kingpin, becomes like the mayor of New York.
Mm-hmm.
The president's in jail. So who's going to be the next president? Is it going to be Kingpin? Is that what this is about?
Look. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. We say these things, or Dre say these things, and then my head starts to get spinning, and I start to think. So I'm not even going to think like
I'm just thinking like what
I'm not even going to think like
Daredevil might be about, because they haven't shown him becoming mayor yet, but I feel like he's either already mayor in that show or he's going to become mayor in that show, but we also just lost the president, right? So maybe we get Kingpin as president, and then that's gonna be a whole crazy shenanigans too. There's a whole storyline with that.
We'll see,
So,
man. I still gotta watch the first. What is it? How many seasons is it of that?
4, I think 3 or 4.
4 seasons? Okay, I still gotta watch that. I haven't watched
Yeah,
it.
man. I'm
Or
like
maybe I
overwhelmed.
could do like
That was a lot.
a new Rockstars breakdown. Honestly,
Yeah, you
I
could.
don't know
You
if I
could.
wanna watch all
But
of it.
I mean, it's worth watching. It's pretty good. But yeah, man, it's just a lot. There's a lot,
Yeah.
guys. I got my new mic. Avery got a new mic.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. Yo, family, if you're here, man, this is what we do. I don't know what you're into, but this is what we're into. Thanks for staying with us. I mean, you're this far in. I think we're like an hour and so in. So we appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Everybody else that was here before, y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
We're gonna keep doing this.
Anytime. I think we got what, four more big movies.
And big TV shows. We're gonna be reviewing them all. You already know.
Yeah.
Like it's happening.
Yeah, we're in it now.
If you're part of the family, you know that.
We're in it, man. We're literally in it, bro. Like we've been waiting for this for a really long time. What was the last Marvel movie? Miss Marvel?
Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Okay. Which was okay. It was good.
Yeah, we were excited about it, but
It was good.
yeah. But this I like this movie better than
Yes.
Deadpool
Absolutely.
Wolverine, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. But anyways, guys, I gotta go edit this podcast. It's also Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day if you guys are out there. I gotta edit this podcast and try to get it out today, and then also still go shopping for my girlfriend so I can surprise her with something for Valentine's Day.
I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm probably gonna go to the gym so I can get a girlfriend.
Yeah, that works.
And then I'm chilling at the crib.
Yeah, that works.
So
That
I ain't doing nothing else. You know what I mean? We still want to get on The Bachelor or H3, so
Oh yeah,
let us.
Avery wants to be at the Bachelor.
I want to get
don't
on The
wanna be
Bachelor or H3, man. So if y'all are into that, sign me up, bro.
Yeah,
In any capacity,
yeah,
I'm
that'd
down.
be cool. That'd be
So
cool.
I can get a Valentine's next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah,
But yeah, man.
preferably someone that likes Marvel.
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, man. This was a great movie. I enjoyed Brave New
Fucking
World.
amazing, man.
It was
So good.
awesome. Invincible was sick. Spider-Man's sick. Severance is amazing. I still gotta give Drew my Apple Music, my Apple TV. What are you doing? Oh shoot.
I forgot I had this.
Oh.
I should have brought this to the movie with me.
Yeah,
I
let's
could have
see.
drank my
You coulda
drink
drank your
with
drink,
it. Come on, man. It's all
Yeah.
empty and shit.
Yeah.
Come on, I should have brought this.
I'm not gonna lie. I always knew Drew was a nerd, but when he took the sip of that drink,
Yeah,
that was super nerdy. That was like the nerdiest thing you ever did. He's like.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, that's so funny,
with
bro.
that being said,
Clip that,
you
bro.
exposed me, bro. You exposed me for the real me.
Yeah, that
All right.
joke was funny. That nigga said. All right, man. With that being said, bro,
We
this
love
has
you
been
guys, man.
Another Above the Multiverse. Another episode of Above the Multiverse. Great episode.
Yeah. Hope
Great
you guys enjoyed
movies.
it. Great
Yeah.
movie. Go watch the movie. We don't want to get anything out of it, but real quick before we end, the main goal of this podcast was for us to be able to go to red carpet premieres. So maybe one of these days we'll be at Fantastic Four and we get to see the premiere, and we don't have to go and get talked to by some dude who doesn't know what he's talking about, asking about why the Hulk is red and shit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts.
But I love you guys. I love you guys. It was fun. I'm really excited. Power to the red people out there.
To the red people.
To the red
the
Hulks.
red Hulk people.
The red Hulks. And yeah, we love you guys. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.